Allie Sherlock, From Street Corners to Global Stardom full documentary. What does it take for a young girl from a small city in Ireland to capture the attention of millions around the world? Is it luck? Is it talent? Or is it something deeper, resilience, pain, and relentless determination? This is the story of Allie Sherlock, one of the most recognizable young street performers to ever emerge from Europe. A teenage girl who transformed ordinary sidewalks into concert stages and turned passing strangers into lifelong fans. Allie Sherlock was born on April 7, 2005, in Cork, Ireland. Growing up in Douglas, a suburb of Cork, her life looked normal from the outside. But behind that normal childhood was a tragedy that would quietly shape her future. When Allie was just 9 years old, she lost her mother. Losing a parent at such a young age creates a kind of silence that words cannot fill. For Allie, that silence was filled with music. Music became her emotional outlet. It became her therapy. It became the language she used to express feelings she was too young to fully understand. Instead of turning inward in defeat, she turned towards sound. She picked up a guitar. She began practicing constantly. Hours turned into days. Days turned into years. Unlike many young singers who start in talent competitions or music schools, Allie's stage was different. Her stage was the street. On Patrick Street in Cork City, she began busking, performing live music in public spaces. Busking is not glamorous. It is unpredictable. Some days you are ignored. Some days people criticize you. Some days it rains. But it also teaches something powerful: confidence. Imagine being a young teenager, standing in the middle of a busy street, holding a guitar, singing your heart out while strangers walk by. Some stop. Some don't. Some record you. Some judge you. That environment builds resilience. And Allie Sherlock had it. Her voice stood out immediately. It wasn't just strong, it carried emotion. She could take songs originally performed by major global artists and make them feel personal. When she covered songs by artists like Ed Sheeran and Adele, it wasn't imitation. It was interpretation. People walking down the street began stopping more often. Crowds began forming. Phones began recording. And then came the moment that would change everything. One of her street performances was uploaded online. The internet did what it does best: it spread. The video went viral. Millions of views. Shares across social media platforms. Comments from people around the world asking the same question: who is this girl? Suddenly, Allie Sherlock was no longer just a local street singer in Cork. She was an international viral sensation. Her YouTube channel began growing rapidly. Subscribers increased. Views multiplied. Each new upload attracted more attention. The raw authenticity of her street performances made people feel like they were discovering something real, not manufactured, not overly produced, just pure talent. But the biggest breakthrough came when she was invited to perform on the Ellen DeGeneres Show. For any young artist, performing on American national television is a major milestone. For a teenager who started on the streets of Ireland, it was extraordinary. When she appeared on the show, she performed with confidence far beyond her years. The exposure introduced her to a massive American audience. After that appearance, her career trajectory changed dramatically. Record labels began paying attention. Industry professionals began watching her closely. She eventually signed with Patriot Records, a label connected to Ryan Tedder of One Republic. This was not just validation, it was recognition from the mainstream music industry. But here is what makes Allie Sherlock's journey interesting. She did not abandon the streets immediately. Even after gaining international fame, she continued busking. She returned to Patrick Street. She continued performing for live audiences in the open air. Why? Because that was her foundation. It kept her grounded. It kept her connected to real people. It reminded her where she started. As she matured, she began releasing original music. Songs like Hero and Locked Inside showcased a different side of her artistry. These were not covers. These were personal statements. Writing original music is a different challenge from singing covers. It requires vulnerability. It requires storytelling. It requires exposing parts of yourself to the world. For someone who experienced loss at a young age, songwriting became an extension of healing. Her fanbase continued growing across YouTube, Instagram, and other platforms. Millions followed her journey. Millions watched her grow up in real time. But fame comes with pressure, especially for a teenager. Growing up in public is not easy. Every vocal change is analyzed. Every performance is compared to the last. Every social media post is judged. There is also the pressure of expectations. When you go viral at a young age, people expect constant growth, constant improvement, constant perfection. That kind of pressure can break many young artists. Yet Allie Sherlock continued evolving. Her voice matured. Her stage presence improved. Her confidence became more controlled and professional. She transitioned from being the talented street girl to being recognized as a serious emerging artist from Ireland. Another major aspect of her success is authenticity. In an industry filled with heavy production and digital perfection, Allie's early success was built on simplicity. A guitar. A microphone. A street corner. That simplicity built trust with her audience. Her journey also reflects a broader change in the music industry. In the past, artists needed major labels to discover them. Today, platforms like YouTube allow raw talent to be seen instantly by global audiences. Allie Sherlock represents this new generation of musicians, discovered by the internet, supported by fans, and validated by industry professionals afterward. From a small suburb in Cork to international television. From busking for coins to performing for millions online. From personal tragedy to public triumph. Her story is not just about music. It is about resilience. It is about turning pain into passion. It is about stepping into uncomfortable spaces and refusing to back down. Today, Allie Sherlock continues building her career. She continues performing. She continues releasing music. She continues growing as both an artist and a young woman. And perhaps the most powerful part of her story is this: she created her opportunity. She did not wait to be discovered in a studio. She did not wait for someone to give her a stage. She built her stage on the street. That courage is rare. That authenticity is powerful. And that journey is still unfolding. Allie Sherlock's rise reminds us that sometimes the biggest stages begin in the smallest places. A sidewalk. A guitar. A voice. And the belief that someone, somewhere, will stop and listen. And the world did. And also, if you know you enjoy this video, please subscribe and comment for more videos, and please share the video. Thanks for watching. See you in another next video. Peace out.